Hello, welcome to the Kickstarter closeout show, which would have been Saturday morning comic talk, but I didn't want to do two shows this weekend because all I've done is gone on shows this week. So yeah, and we have a great panel of people here. So we'll start off letting everybody introduce themselves. So Sean, tell us a bit about yourself.
Sure. My name's Sean Barabor. I am first started out as a comic book inker, then turned into creator in general. Now I'm also a horror author, a father, gamer, and just all around busy dude. And trying to be more responsible these days. So I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we made it. It third time is the charm. So yeah. Glad to have it work out. So
thank you.
Lori, welcome back. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lori Calcaterra, the most insane. I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm crazy right now. I ran into here just a second ago, but I'm here. So
yes, you made it.
Right, I made it. Just wrapped Volume 2, Path of the Pale Rider trade paperback on Friday. Spent a day being a burrito, and now I'm back to work. So
yes. Mm-hmm. I know, and I'm ready to be done because these I know both our campaigns were just roller coaster rides.
Yes.
I mean,
yours much more than mine.
Oh yes. My gosh. I'd get close and then poof, someone would cancel. Get close and then someone would cancel. And then I needed to do like almost $1,500 in 3 days, but I'm happy to say I did. So
crazy.
That was a beautiful thing to wake up yesterday and see that it was funded. Because I kept looking, I would refresh, do the refresh thing, and finally I stopped. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
What do I even care?
No.
I refreshed to look at, maybe it went down. It never went up. Like the same amount of backers. You just stuck in the hamster wheel, and that's where I was living. And I stopped looking. My wife's like, how's your Kickstarter doing? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you haven't looked? Like, I don't even care anymore. It'll do what it's going to do, but I can't obsessively keep refreshing because, you know, for I think it was 6 days in a row, nothing. Just a flat line, a little dip, but no gain. So I was very happy to not look at it. And then I woke up on Saturday morning, like, let me just look. Let me see what happened. And I look, it's funded. I was like, oh, damn. And then immediately after I saw that, like 3 cancellations. Like, that's how we're playing this game.
Every time.
It's been really weird this time through because even like when my backer count has gone up, the dollar kind of came down a little bit. So I've been having a weird set of anxiety of celebration, like, ooh, like a whole lot because it's doing this.
Yes. Mm-hmm. The back and
nobody is going in right now and be like, you know what, let me throw on a few more add-ons. It's all like, you know what, maybe I don't need that extra t-shirt after all, and taking it off.
And I have my main guy who came in, and he's the one I waited out for because he's a big CGC guy, and CGC books can definitely push things over the edge. And someone took my CGC tier and then canceled it. I'm like, great, that would have been his tier, but I had some good CGCs as add-ons, so he grabbed those. So fortunately that happened. He just kind of grabbed things in the add-on category, but I know he would have wanted the issue, I think it was issue 11 graded books, but you know, you ride the wave. That's all you can do when you run a Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. You can't take anything personal because you know you're going to get cancellations. Now, $840 of them, I wasn't quite prepared for that. It's like, all right, I'm in the fetal position in the corner. Just hug me. That's what I'll tell my wife.
In that situation, do you then message them and say, like, give them some sort of alternative way and then throw a note on there for them so they can still get it, even though...
I didn't in this case because one of them was this piece of shit from my email, and he was going back and forth with me like, hey man, I'm thinking about backing your campaign. And I never really penciled this one in as a win because I knew it was going to be this way, but he's like, okay, I just backed you. I backed your, you know, everything in the kitchen sink bundle. Within an hour, he canceled it.
Yeah.
And then he sends me a message like, oh, I offer a service. Like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
You think you're getting a penny of my money after you play a game like that?
Yeah. Those guys that are like, yeah, I'm thinking about backing it. You know, I have a service that'll get you 500 super backers in.
Yep. And that's what it came. He backed it and then said, then he could just still kept probing with the questions. Like, all right, whatever, you know, I'm here. I'll just keep playing this game. But I thought, all right, he's going to play that shrinking until it's gone. But he just straight left it and then said, I see that you need backers and I'm here to help. It's like, yeah, That was, I think
I would need less backers if you stopped canceling your shit.
Right. Yeah.
cancel a $350 pledge. I might have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just dirty, and I hate people like that. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to happen, but I thought he was going to play the shrinking game, not to just outright cancel and then say, "I'm here for you. I have a service." So yeah, that's how the campaign's gone. That's been the roller coaster, just stuff like that.
This has oddly been the first campaign that I've run that hasn't had any scammers or anything message me or anything, which was really weird because I know that this is a relaunch, but the first launch I had probably like 20, but this time around I haven't had any. So it's kind of an odd situation, which I'm thankful for it because I'm not dealing with that, but I'm wondering what it is that maybe convince them not to. Maybe it is.
I think I maybe had like one on the last campaign, but this one that's in pre-launch now, I've had like 6 or 7, and they're coming.
So they're already coming
emails. They're coming to my direct messages on Facebook. They're coming everywhere now.
Man.
That's how I got them on this one. Not really through Kickstarter. I think Kickstarter might be cracking down on people doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Hey.
So I think Kickstarter might be, marking them as spam. So I got them all to my personal email, and I'd say 80% went straight to spam. So I never even saw them until I was checking my spam folder for a legitimate email that went to the wrong place. And yeah, it's like, oh, they're here. They're just getting sent straight to the spam folder, which is good. I don't even need to see them, but
yeah,
over 20, when it's all counted, most of them got there. And then a lot were sending messages through my website, like, oh, you have a new contact, and all of them like, I'm here to boost your campaign. So
yeah,
all that nonsense.
What's up, Gray?
Hello, hey, Gray Wolf. All right, so Fish, we've already gone off track, but that's how we do it here.
Already.
So tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Mr. Fish, fast spinning indie comics, creator of comics you may know like Green Zone, Live in the Blocks, Alice, Lost in Wonderland, or the brand new Roll for Hero Handbook, which is launching tomorrow on Kickstarter at GoMrFish.com, where we got the handbook, which is like an inspiration engine to go along with our show on Wednesdays. It's a way to quickly come up with some characters with nothing but a 6-sided dice and your own creativity. And we are doing a mini comic together with the backers that's going to start. We're going to start doing 3 weekly live streams starting on our regular show on Wednesday. And then it's going to be 3 times a week after that. And we're going to roll up the characters out of the handbook, the whole 9 yards. We're going to come up with the story, pencil the pages, ink it, letter it. We're going to print them, bind them, trim them, ship them. You're going to get to follow along on everything. So if you've ever wanted to make comics, if you thought about getting started in this might be a fun way to get in for as little as $5 and hang out by joining the live streams and ask all the questions you ever had.
Right.
See, and ask them on the live stream, not when you're at a table at a con, because that's when you get bombarded with the people like, I'm thinking about making a comic, and they'll tell you their whole life story and the pitch of their comic book, and I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to sell shit right now. But on your live stream, that's the right time and the right place. So go on there, bug Fish on his live stream where he's welcoming you. And
that's
honestly,
what it's there for. It's there for you to ask questions, to hang out, to little things. Like, I forget when I'm doing this all day long how some people just don't know how some of the like standard tools in like Clip Studio work. And all the time I will do something just that seems normal to me, and they're like, wait a minute, how did you do that? Like, why are your lines so smooth? Oh man, you can adjust the sensitivity and the the correction on the lines in here. And man, that's all right, Sarah, let me tell you something. Sarah. On this one, we're doing 1 in the mornings on Monday. We're doing a regular Wednesday afternoon, and then we're doing Friday night. So depending on whenever your work schedule is or what part of the globe you happen to live on, you should be able to hit one of them, I'm hoping. And we did that on purpose so that we can try and give everybody a chance to get in.
Sounds good, because I miss them too. I mean, with Lori, I always have to book a show during summer or
Yeah.
Thanksgiving break or Christmas break, because that's the only time I'm available on a Tuesday morning. So it's one of those things where I pre-book way in advance and figure I'll have something to promote, because you always do.
You always have something.
Yeah.
There's always something. It'll either be a pre-launch or a live right now, and yeah, we'll definitely be like joining forces when it comes time for the Karen Hunter's book, because Karen will have to come back, because the whole story evolved from her telling me, just make up something interesting. And I made up an entire lore and backstory and
You
built an
couldn't just
entire...
riff off the seat of your
No.
pants. No, you
No.
gotta
No,
write
no,
the
I had to
whole
write
thing.
an
Came
entire
so
lore.
prepared.
I
You were
and
floored.
she had no idea what was
No.
coming, because she's like, yeah, just do something creative and more like tangle and have fun with it. No, I wrote a backstory, I wrote lore, and then I went out after the show to go on my run. I'm like, holy shit, this might actually be a book, because
It's going to be an amazing book. I'm telling you, like, you're going to be mad when it outsells your other books.
I know. It's one of those. It's so insane. It might be my best book,
I'm
because
telling you, it's going to be a top seller because I've read it,
It's-
so I know what's coming.
yeah, you got the script. I sent you the script, and it's not. It's not even based on the show. It's based on the lore I
No.
created for the show. Now she knows the lore, so she can come in and ready to grapple for real. Instead of like, what the hell? Why is he doing a bad British accent? What is he even talking about? And yeah, I just rolled with it, and it was a lot of fun. And it ended up, I went up for my run. I'm like, all right, I actually have 4 issues that I could tell a story about this stupid ass universe I've created, where Karens are overtaking people with their saliva. So yeah,
I can't remember who came on first, if it was Ed or Fish. I'll have to go back and look.
I think it was Ed. I think
Ed was on before you?
because I think I remember you telling me about that afterwards
Mm-hmm.
when we were in that like what the hell just happened stage after the
Yeah.
show.
It was one of those like it devolved into Ed yelling at me in an Elmo voice at the very end of the show, and I'm like, this is an edited show, so I was able to like superimpose a picture of like Elmo everything's
in
on
flames.
fire behind
The one-
him. That one. So that was what it was on the screen while he yelled at me with his Elmo voice. It was
And just to
amazing.
catch Sean up, she had this show where she did this Karen persona, and she was really nasty and really mean, and comics were stupid and all of this stuff, and would just berate the hell out of you while you were on here. That was the first show I ever saw her on, when I made a post about who are women in comics that I need to be paying attention to, and everybody mentioned Lori, and so I started following her, and that was the first show I saw, and my wife was like, oh my God, you are never going on this crazy lady's show, because we didn't know it was an act at first.
Because it's
Oh, that's
fake.
funny.
It's fake.
And
It was
then
so
that
fake.
was the first show I got on with her. And she's like, all right, I'm going to be coming at you. So just, be ready for it. And
Yeah.
I might have went a little over the top, but
It was
I didn't
hilarious.
prepare like Ed. I just was like, let's see what happens.
yeah.
And
I wrote
Fish
an
was a
entire
professional
universe
wrestler.
and
Macho Fish,
backstory,
right?
and
Yeah.
I mean, so Sarah asked, is Karen coming back? And I would say she
I don't
has
know.
to
I'll be
at
back
least
for-
one episode.
Right. I'll be back to help promote Ed's Kickstarter for sure.
I was gonna say, you
But-
got to be the Kickstarter video.
Right? I was like,
But
it's
that's
just
100%
it's so
how the
it's so much
Macho Fish
time.
thing happened. I started
Yeah.
doing bits from my buddy Tony's book 5-Star, and I was all like, listen here, brother, let me tell you something. And I would start doing this bit, and the next thing you know, I got like a whole costume rigged up, and
Yeah.
it
Oh, wow.
became a thing for
That's
promoting
funny.
his books, and
That's awesome.
kills my throat though.
Yeah,
man.
I started telling her how we've infiltrated her hive and we've destroyed the Beverly Hills Karen hub, and she's just like, I'm gonna kick you out of the studio. And I'm like,
I
your
kicked him off the
your
show a
filthy
couple times.
saliva has shrunken too many hearts. And yeah, I mean, it's like why I wrote an entire backstory for an appearance, I don't know, but don't tell me to be creative, because
Right, right.
If it's
famous
worth
last
doing, it's worth overdoing.
It's so rad
exactly.
though.
Ah.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, it does take time to do that show, because it's like you have to line up your schedule, we have to record it, I have to edit the crap out of it, I add things, I take things
Yeah, it's a
out,
lot.
There's
It's not just
bloopers.
like this where we go live and roll. with
Yeah,
it.
the live shows are so much easier. Even the brew, which is 2
Oh, yeah.
hours, it's easy for me to nerd out for 2 hours, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have no problem talking.
As long as they're halfway interesting, it is easy to keep it going
Yes.
for 2
Yeah.
hours. And
Or longer, as we've had on this show, where
Yeah.
we're getting
Once,
kicked off.
twice.
Like, there's another show coming up, you guys. Get the hell off
Get
the
off
air.
the network.
Yes. So, yeah, we'll.
You mean
It's gonna
Dante
be,
and Karen?
yeah, Dante. Although Dante's not really in the story because it's the lore I wrote was
Yeah.
well, everyone's a demon essentially, and it's going to be wild. It's kind of, if you like Ash versus Evil Dead, something along those lines, and some of the grossest
Oh
scenes
my
I've
God,
ever.
Karen's a deadite.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
pretty gross. It's
Yeah,
pretty gross,
one of the
man.
grossest scenes I've ever written with the.
I was
the-
like,
I don't want to even spoil it. Just read the book and you'll find
We went
out.
there. It's gross.
Yeah, I sent her the image and she said she was eating dinner. I'm like,
I was, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna open this till I'm done eating because I know what's coming.
yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
yeah, because you had read the script, so you know what's coming. And yes, it'll be 4 issues of complete insanity. And
I don't
what
think
was
it's the actual like Karen from our show in his book. It's just kind of like the lore behind the Karens. So
Yeah.
Karen Needlemeyer is not in the book. So Dante's
No.
not in the book either. But it's just like the fact that there's Karens, and that's where the
That's
lore
how
is.
it began. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Karens are all infested with demons, and they spread through saliva, and that's why they didn't want to wear masks during the COVID era. So, yes, I overthought it, but I think I love it. So, it's all good. That'll be next coming October. My colorist is actually working on it right now.
Karen is the king of Karens.
Karen is the king of Karens. Is she Karen Prime, as they call her in the book?
Maybe.
Who does live in Texas? I gave it that.
Oh.
So our last surviving Karen hunters are going to have to travel to Texas and try to survive.
Good luck.
Just so happens to live in the hometown of Needlemeyer mayonnaise.
I
you
know,
know.
Yes.
right?
That's funny.
Hilarious.
All right, so we have a few books before we even talk about mine, because mine I'm just gonna
Why?
keep track of the time of the book. We are at 41 minutes in the countdown, and it is funded, so I've been able to breathe for a couple days, kind of, as I watch people back out and just like, no, yes, oh, and it's like the ups and downs of any Kickstarter. If you've ever
Oh,
run a
man.
Kickstarter, be prepared for grief and happiness because you get a
Those-
mixture of both.
Those
That's the
last
one-
few updates are the most stressful thing to me
Uh-huh.
because, like, you know, you want to tell people, like, hey, we hit this milestone or this stretch goal. But then as soon as they hear, like, we hit a stretch goal, some people are
Someone-
going to be like, oh, you don't need my money anymore. And they're gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're made it. I've been really bad. I've neglected the updates in this one. I've sent one, and that one was like, "Come on, people, let's go. We need some damn backers." And
But I like how you can just send updates to the followers.
Mhm.
And so I was pounding the followers, and I
Mhm.
was really nice to the backers and not harassing them and just being like, we broke this, we broke that. But all those followers, I was like, look at all these things that we broke, and where are you? Because you could take advantage of these. If
Okay,
you jump in
that's
now, you
smart.
get all this great stuff, right?
I need to
Yeah.
do
So that's where I was sending my messages to.
I got to do that next time. This one, I just kind of, I didn't send enough to the followers because I found out late, and then we had a huge family emergency this week that really made it hard to even keep up. Because I was saying, like, when we were doing the Wednesday show for the music, I did all my prep in car rides driving back and forth to my dad's house. So
Oh gosh.
I've never been that unprepared, but luckily we had a big panel and we can roll with it and talk shit about Twilight easily. So that's kind of where it went. But yeah, from Tuesday on, it's been crazy ride. But I'm here. We
no,
made it.
get out.
Yeah, I didn't even
Network
realize
was
you
there
could
before
separate
Karen.
your updates for followers versus backers. So that's maybe something I need to tap into. Like, I don't know, immediately after this.
Yeah,
You're
I'd
like
say so.
right now while we're waiting.
The post campaign followers have been really sparse in who have come in. My pre campaign followers, I think, are almost at like 60% ended up converting to backers. So
Oh wow.
that's a solid rate. But the
That's really
post
good.
campaign followers like 15%. So it's a huge swing between the two.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at that. I've kept an eye sometimes on the
Right.
pre-campaign followers to see how many of them actually convert over, but I
Mhm.
haven't paid attention to
Pre-campaign, I
any of the
had
other ones.
56%. Post-campaign, 18%.
Yeah,
really well
I'm in the
too.
same boat. It's
Yeah.
so many of the pre-campaigns, they're your regulars. They came right through, but the post-campaigns, I'm pondering it. Well, you got 40 more minutes, people. Ponder away, but not that long.
Did you drop the link in the chat at
At
least?
this point, flip a
Oh,
coin or
let me
something.
do that. Let me
I
get
was
all
like,
the
you
links.
should at least let people
You're right.
post the linky loo.
You know, we
Yeah,
just started talking, and there we go.
See, my pre-launch, I have a 47% conversion, and my post-launch only a 20.
Okay.
The
So-
20 is better than most
Yeah.
because it's been
So I'm gonna put the link in there. And Sean, just so you know, I did add volume 1 as its own tier for the PDF.
Okay.
So that is available for anyone else, because it's funny when you go through a campaign, people will message you, or you'll get told, like when you're on a show like this, I would have bought this tier, and you just didn't think about it. And that's when I didn't think of it as I need volume 1 and volume 2, because a lot of people, they're not ready to dive into the entire series, but they'll buy volume 1.
they do.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we get a little rush, but honestly, I'm funded, and that looked like a dream when we were doing the Wednesday show and we were like 1,500 away. I thought, is this going to be the one? But my people came through in the end, so thank you all for anyone who backed. I appreciate it a lot. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Sean's campaign to start. We're going to we'll save mine till the end because we'll wait until it's closing out. It's at 37 minutes, so we'll do Sean's because he's live. We'll do mine, and then we'll do Fish's because Fish is in pre-launch. It's launching tomorrow.
I got another pre-launch.
Holy cow.
Oh man, not
Lori don't play, man.
It's
I'm
been
not
ready.
We're actually redoing. My artist had started issue 13, and we're restarting everything. It was just not what I was looking for, and he's like, okay, you know what? Let's start over. So issue 13 will be more, if anything, at the end of the year or early next year. But I want the best product out there, and he agrees. So luckily we were on the same page about it. So it will be coming, but you know, you'll get issue 12, and then I ended on a massive cliffhanger, so you'll hate me. But actually, no, I ended on 2 massive cliffhangers because one's not enough. We're closing out a story arc. We have to go out with a bang.
Yeah, mine's only in. I have the other pre-launch because the last Kickstarter was for the trade, not a new issue, right? So the art was done. So we had started on the next book while the trade campaign was running.
Yeah,
Right?
well, that makes sense. I put them
Yeah.
both together, so I could have done them separately. I was debating what to do, but I figured I don't want to stop the momentum of the book or have to run 2 campaigns because one's enough.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I think that's what it came down to, is like, do I really want to do 2, or I do an issue 12 for the big push and do the trade for another one? So we just put them together and lost my sanity, but you know, I debate whether I ever had it.
I mean, I don't think you can keep sanity and run a Kickstarter. Those things are not mutual in any
No.
case.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, taking on so many roles just in itself, like you might have started with the same plan, but by the time you end up, there's too much.
It is, and that was one of the interviews I did this week. Amongst my 8 of them, was talking about that. Like, you have to wear all the hats, and how is that? And like, oh man, stress is the simple word for it. Because yeah, I'd love to hire a social media manager who could do it much better than I could. Because yeah, even my daughter yells at me like, Dad, you get a lot more eyes on your video if you just made clips of every episode with the best parts. And I'm like, that's more work.
That is work.
Yeah.
And I already have a day job, so it's kind of, you look at that and think, yes, it could be better, but then it would also eat more of the time that you already spend on, you know.
See, the thing is, then
basically
you'd have to go back and you'd have to skim the episode for the best parts. Unless you're running it down while the episode is live, then you'd have to rewatch the whole thing and grab those parts. And it's just, the video editing is
it's a lot.
mind-numbing.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I know that we've had, like, even at the episodes where Fish and Lori have been on, we've had some great things, funny clips that people would go to. But I gotta find them amongst the times. Like, it's not like you've just been on once and I have to look at one show. You guys have been on multiple times, and each time has a few gems hiding in there.
Right.
So
I keep trying to think of a way to, like, you know, hold up a blue card or something when something really funny happens. So I would have something to look for as I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
Or
You should just like itch your head, like run your fingers through your
you know
hair.
how much I fool with my beard and scratch my head and stuff with my ticks already? That would never work for me.
Could be like that. What is that? That kid that was doing all those sports videos where you just held up a finger.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, I think what I should do, because I always watch the Madness feed on my phone, so it gets some views, and I should just screenshot every time something's good. Just hit the 2 buttons for a quick screenshot and then go back and pull everything out. So that might be
man, if you could get that screenshot to also have the time in it, like at the
yeah,
bottom, like
time stamped, that would be
there,
perfect.
you'd be golden.
I think I'll try that, because I mean, there's some shows where you're like, all right, there's not much that you can fish out for clips because you get a panel of guests that just don't have much to say and you're pulling all the weight. But then there's some where it's just like, oh damn, that's amazing. That would be perfect to have. And I got to go through, but yeah, that would be weeding through hours upon hours, because any given show's 90 minutes, and then you go from there and you have to weed out, the best 3 minutes out of that 90. So that's where I need to hire a social media manager who I can afford. So that's
that
why
keyword, that afford. That's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem is, like, you can get good or you can get cheap, and you can't get both. And like,
Good,
I've
cheap, or
hired
fast.
my kids and stuff to do it for me. Didn't work out. They all got bored and left quick. And and I've tried working with people that were working cheaply because they were just getting started doing it, and then they flake out or something at some point. And
all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about your campaign. So Sean, tell us about I Drive for Server.
Sure. I Drive for Server. It started out as a creepypasta. Now it's a comic book. The first 2 issues are the first full story arc. Now we're on issue number 3, which is the beginning of a new story arc, which is really exciting. And it follows Jim, an out of luck, at one point out of work, failed applicant for Uber, who got the job as a rideshare transportation driver for a business called Server. Finds out on his first drive that he is transporting paranormal creatures, and he gets paid based on how dangerous the entities are. So, so he's going to transport his paranormal passengers to their destination, or he might even die trying. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of dark humor in there. So if you were a fan of like the Supernatural Scooby-Doo episode, that's kind of the vibe that you're going to get. You're going to get your Monster of the Week feels when we have multiple entities in the book. They are researched. So like when in the issue 1, we had Slender Man. So if you'd like the creepypasta, they give tribute to the originator from Reddit. And then we've got a Kelpie, we've got an Ogre, we've got a Skinwalker, a Wendigo. Then we move on to now having the Goat Man, and even Yuki, which is based off of Yuki Onna from Japanese folklore. So nothing's hidden. And so like if those are interest to you, you're going to find plenty of that stuff here. And there's like I said, issues 1 through 3, or just issue 3 if you want to start just now, that's totally fine. But there's all kinds of cool add-ons. We have the actual Server driver card as a reward. We have those ad stickers, the hollow foil there. For anybody that gets the physical backup tier, where you're catching up with all of the issues, you're going to get a random chance, 1 out of every 10 backers, to be upgraded to a variant cover. And it could be 1, all 3. And if we had enough in the last little bit, might even go with the all metal cover that's glow in the dark, which is super rad and super fun. So a lot of fun. We get the drawn in tiers. We got original artwork. And if you guys are familiar with some of these awesome creators out there, besides myself, there's also Kyron Silva, who provided the pencils for the book. Danny J. Quick was on letters. And then we have Michael Woods, who was on colors. And all these guys did a fantastic job. Really, really did.
It looks great. I love the art of this. I love the premise. It's one of those ones where, it's just so cool that you're driving around the supernatural creatures. It's just a fun take on that.
It was really cool experience. It actually gets at conventions and stuff. It gets a lot of attention, and actually sitting down at a convention, it caught the attention of Tim Vigil, who actually pulled me from my booth to go sit at his booth, so he could actually go through it. And he gave a actual pretty in-depth review and some tips and things to work on, which was pretty rad little moment for me because I'm a huge fan. I don't know if you can see the Faust comic there, the hardback trade, but it was pretty rad.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Those are all going to be available. I know a bunch of other creators had pitched in to kind of help, and those are all just unlocked as we fund. And then we do have the Antibodies, the I Drive for Cerber theme song, which right now just exists as the instrumental that they did and provided, so I can kind of help with the marketing of it. But if we hit that stretch goal, I actually get the song, even with the completed lyrics that are out there. So hopefully I'll get to bring that home and we'll hit that stretch goal. So pretty excited for that.
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh yeah, international shipping. I didn't start with it, but I had enough people reach out, then I went ahead and added that on. And of course, I threw on the 100%, human made, doubly as the no AI, but also because we deal with creepy pasta characters, cryptids, demons, deities, all those things. So I thought it was kind of a double there that kind of hits.
No crazy demon brainwashing in the writing or anything.
No.
It's good to know.
Written by humans, not demons.
That's right.
It wasn't written by a passenger. All right. So I'm putting that link right there. I got my pledge in.
How does that Wendigo, does it fit in the car, the Wendigos?
He's actually, okay, so I'm totally for giving spoilers. So in issue 1, Jim, he picks up the ghost of his sister that was murdered. Oh. And she was murdered by this Wendigo. And so he's actually the bad guy. He actually doesn't get a ride, but in issue number 2, there's a big face-off battle between Jim, Borg, which is our ogre, and the Wendigo, which is Wade.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Wade.
So super, super fun.
Okay. So I will pull mine up now. We have 26 minutes left.
So
do it.
The final countdown.
Yeah, I put that in my story today. I had that, and then I had the "Don't You Forget About Me" on my other one. I read on both my accounts, so I'm like, all right, I'll put them up because yes, the final countdown, and it was a lot less stressful than I was Friday night. I was just
show a final picture of you walking into the sunset with your fist up in the air.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I was very happy because it was this.
I was really excited to see that.
Anybody who's been watching it, it's
I was worried. I was worried too. I was like, dang, this is gonna sting. And I'm glad. My wife kept giving me the optimism because that's her side of things. Thank goodness. If it was 2 of me in the room, we'd be in a rough place. But she's the optimist, and she's like, come on, your people will come through. They always do. And she's giving me all these happy pep talks. I'm like, no, you don't understand. This one, it's dismal. And we're at San Diego Comic-Con, and of course, no one's buying anything because San Diego Comic-Con is the talk of everything. So I'm just negative. She's like, no, trust me. Then Saturday morning when I woke up and showed her that it had funded, she's like, see, you just need to believe. I'm like, that's not going to happen. The next campaign, I'm going to be in the same exact place, and you're going to have to pep talk me through. But at least there's one optimist in the room, because 2 of us, that would not be good.
Yeah. By the way, AJ, I've been watching you draw. Good job, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. And by the way,
100%.
Get back to work.
Yes, this was the first campaign I got multiple messages from people like, thank goodness. I was worried there. It's like, you were, imagine where I was. You know who I felt like? I felt like John Westhoff. Like I need a Westhoff-sized miracle because he it off at the last minute.
I don't know how he does it.
So I was like, I need a Westhoff miracle, and I got one. So you know what? I can say I got whatever John Westhoff, whatever magic beans he has, I got a little bit of them in my campaign. Yeah, this is the only time I've been messaged by like 5 people saying, dang, I didn't think this one was going to happen. But yeah, and I also have exhausted all the lifelines of my family. They'll be like, leave us alone for at least 3 issues now. We're done.
I'm nervous about this one for me because it's so different than everything else.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at Immortal Era 12, which has lost a backer since the last time I looked. So there you go. The ride never ends.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still funded, so that's the thing that makes it good. And we're at 133, so that is always amazing. When you get over 100, that is a great feeling.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Did yours end up cracking 100, Lori?
No, I was like 30 people short from my last trade.
Mm.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a bad economy. It's not a great time for comic books when gas costs you so damn much. Well, in California, I don't know about you. You Texans got the better gas deal than we have.
Yeah.
Still crap, but you're not paying $5.15 a gallon.
Yeah.
No. Our gas
right.
is like $3.80, I want to say.
Ugh.
Jiminy Christmas. I wish.
Texas.
I'm in California too, so it's painful.
Yeah, that's going to Costco to get it at $5.15. So you got to get that. You have to have a membership to even get that.
I'm lucky. I
cheap
live right
price.
next to the native gas station. So
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
So you got a little bit better, not good.
Yeah.
No such
Yeah.
thing as good in California, but
Mm-mm.
better than, the garbage everyone else gets. So Immortal Era, if you don't know, it's about a world 200 years in the future where death is broken. So Lori and I, we have our sister stories. It's like they are related when we thought we had something that no one else thought of, and then we found someone who thought of the same thing.
Yeah.
Way.
But that made us like immediate best friends. We're best friends now.
Yes, because we write the same concept just in a way different way. So it's not
Yeah.
like, if you've read Path of the Pale Rider, you don't need to read Immortal Era because
Oh,
it's
no, it's way
a whole
different.
different approach. And if you read Immortal Era, Path of the Pale Rider will give you a whole different take on this, where everyone's become immortal, but not with any kind of powers or abilities. So they age, they get sick. One of our characters is a decapitated head in his non-bloody version, because Kickstarter made me take that one off. But he's still a decapitated head. He's going to live on unless they succeed in their quest. And this is issue 12. So it is the end of our second full story arc, where they are on a mission to try to retrieve relics from the past, pieces of death, literally. And they have found their first one, and now they're trying to get the second one, but things are going wrong. So all of our characters are trapped in different situations and trying to get out of it. And this issue is the one that I promise has major repercussions for the world. I've sneak peeked a little bit of the art, so we know something big's going to happen. And we have our sneak peek where we see Ari and Miguel are trapped in the headquarters, and this is the president who is taunting them, basically saying, "You're going to die, and it's going to be hilarious, and I'm going to mock you as you die." But what will happen? We'll find out. And Kimberly is also in a terrible situation, as is Rob, but we don't see really him. We see a flashback as Ari's always pissed off at Rob. That's pretty much how this book goes. And with rights. So they're trying to escape from a group of age soldiers. Why are they called age soldiers? Read the book and find out, because it's another thing that you'll hate Dr. Mann for. So this has a summary of all 11 issues so far, so you can read that. I don't want to go through that, but the rewards, we're going to jump right to that if it decides to jump there. And we have the 3 covers from the series. We have the main cover done by Mr. Fishley with the fastest pen.
That's a sexy looking cover right there.
It is. And you know what? The crazy thing is, you nailed the characters' personalities so well, where people would look at it and think it was done by Caesar, because you just have their personalities down so well.
That was me. I was like, Fish did your main cover? I was like, but those are your... Oh, I see Fish's style. But he's right. I was just like, these are the characters, right?
Mhm.
I'm just so used to seeing them that way.
Yes. Then we have what's going to be a beautiful holofoil cover that's done by the main artist of the book, Cesar Oliveira. This one is going to really pop when it's done in the foil, you can tell. And then this is our variant cover, which is it's an homage to the variant of Corruptor #2. And we see that things aren't going to go so well for Kimberly, but nothing goes well for anybody in my book. Spoilers. So if you think it's going to go well, it won't. But this one is double campaign. So we have the trades as well. So we have the hardcover, which will be this one, and the soft cover. Here's a closer look at the hardcover in the same color scheme as Volume 1 to kind of make it look good, kind of a nighttime scene. And then the soft cover or the hard cover looks entirely different because my colorist really nails the different vibes. When it's down in the underground, it's all the earth tones. So you get your oranges, your reds, your browns. And then when it's up on the surface, it's a lot different. So I love how both these covers came out. You can also get add-ons of the different Cthulhu books. I have volumes 1 and volumes 2 available, and pin sets, graded books. A lot of the graded ones are sold out, but the graded tier became available again. So if you wanted to get all of the issue 11 graded books, you can grab those in here. And then some shirts. This is our newest shirt. There's a total of 17 shirt designs. So I'm going to send you all those and you can pick which one you want. But this is our newest one, which has the soft cover trade cover on there. And then some other different add-ons, but we won't go through all those. But we will, because it is not too late. Go into our collaboration. So if you back this and you go back, get a late pledge of a physical cover or a physical anything. I mean, you could buy a hot sauce and it counts. Anything from Lori's physical tiers, you'll get a double-sided metal card. The first one came out beautiful, so we know it's going to be good because there are 2 covers that are going to really pop when they're done in the metal. So yeah, it's not too late. As long as late pledges are open, you can.
I have late pledges open, but hot sauce is not.
Okay, so you can
Usually
get.
it's just books that are on the late pledges because hot sauce I have to make flavors.
Make to order. Yes. And I'll pull off shirts from the late pledges too, because once everything
Really?
closes, I have to send them in. I get them made.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't do like most of the merch that I have to custom make. I don't have on late pledges. So
Yeah,
books, the books are there. So order books and you.
I
Can
pull
get one
my
of these
shirts
cool
too,
medals.
just because I want
Yeah.
to be able to get that stuff ordered in one big order and
Yeah.
pay shipping
some-
one time. And
It's better
That's
to order it in
Yeah,
bulk.
I have to pay shipping to get them done, so it's just I'll send in the order after the surveys come in, and then you just hope that the people who order shirts actually fill out the survey, because I've had a couple times where I had to go look at their Facebook to determine that looks like about a large. So I'm just gonna send them a large of my favorite design. So
Yeah.
yeah, please do.
I don't think I've ever had to do that. I've had to track them down on Facebook.
I
like,
wouldn't
Excuse
dare
me,
guess.
give me your size and what shirt you want. Because like Ed, I have 17 shirts. So
Like
I've had-
every
I've
time
had
somebody
shirts-
orders something smaller than a 2X, I'm like, what human being can fit in this tiny little shirt? And then, like, a friend of mine ordered a small, and I was like, is that for your kid? And he's like, no, it's for me. And then I
Wow.
see him wearing it on TikTok. I'm like, how do you fit a rib cage in that shirt, dude?
Oh, that's funny. All right.
But then I'm a giant, so I.
But sometimes you can't tell from like this. You know what I mean? I had
Yeah.
no idea Ed was like. I figured I could see that you're a big guy, Fish, but I had
Mm-hmm.
no idea how tall Ed was until I saw pictures of him at a Comic-Con. He's as tall as
Yeah.
a banner, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Oh, wow.
he's tall."
Yeah, 6'3", and I got some pictures with Rogo. He was at San Diego Comic-Con, so it was good
Cool.
to meet him, and I got to meet Tom Hutchinson as well. So
He's tall too.
he's tall as well. So I saw him, and yeah, with pictures of me and Rogo, you can see my height, because like you said, normally, and I'm sitting in a chair, so you can't really tell anything.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I was say 6'3" does not translate on that screen, bro.
No.
No, I mean I'm 6'4", and I don't look any taller than Sean.
I'm 5'5", so go figure that one out.
Yeah. All right. So Sean, I'm on it right now. We got a couple minutes left, so let me fix that. I put a digital of volume 1, but not or I put a physical, but not a digital, or backwards something. I don't know. My
Backwards.
brain's broken.
Backwards, yeah.
It's been a long
Strike
campaign.
that. Reverse it.
Yes. All right. So let me see. I will get that fixed for you right away. And then in the meantime, I will pull up Fish's preview campaign. So we're at 14 minutes. I'm just going to add it without a picture. So
Yeah.
we're going to do this. So has anyone seen Spider-Man here?
I
Not
did.
yet.
I saw
Okay.
it yesterday.
Yeah. So what'd you think?
I
Spoiler
thought it
free,
was
of
great.
course.
I thought it was
Yeah.
great. There's a lot of new stuff that they're exploring, so I love that.
Yeah.
I was like, better
enjoyed
be
it as
spoiler
well.
free, Sean.
I'm not going any further than that. That's it. For all you know,
I
Spider-Man's an
appreciate it,
alien.
'cause
So you know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
was
I've
looking for
already seen more in
tickets.
the commercials than I want to see. Like I like
know.
being
Yeah.
surprised.
There's freaking spoilers right on TikTok. Before the
I-
movie, like the
I-
week the movie came out, they were like, "This is the fight with the Hulk," and I was like, "What? Why are you doing skip? Like that's too soon. At least let it come out before you start spoiling things, jerks."
Yes.
Did you watch
Yeah.
Spider Noir at all?
I haven't
Yeah.
watched that yet.
I liked it. I really enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I would have given it like probably a 4 out of 5, except for the amount of Nick Caginess that is in it.
Yeah.
Nick Cage is all over this thing.
Uh,
So I had to give it like a 2 out of 5
okay.
because of the Cage factor. But I liked the story. I just wish there had been anybody else in it but him.
Anyone else?
Well, they
think
did
it's
that because he
because-
was the voice in the
He was
animated.
Spider Noir in
100%.
this.
I get it.
But he just there's no acting. He's just Nicolas Cage now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That's
he's one of those actors that he's the same in every movie.
I think
really
it's his yell, his scream. That thing pulls you right out of it because I can't hear it without seeing Face Off, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just that. But
Yeah.
And once I found out, like his whole like school of thought around acting is basically to act as hard as you possibly can all of the time.
Yeah.
And is trying to reach new depths of how hard I acted it. That now I can see it everywhere in everything that
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
And
Him and like Adam Sandler,
Mhm.
Christopher Walken. Like I have a hard time watching movies with those guys in it sometimes if they're outside of their element. Like
Mhm.
Dune,
Yeah.
Christopher Walken is the emperor, and I was like, this ruins it. You know what I mean? Like you can get lost in that movie with the actors that are in it, but Christopher Walken, as soon as he starts talking, I'm like, I'm out.
same thing with like John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like he's just John Malkovich.
Right.
And which is great for some things.
For some
Yeah, like the
things.
movie Being John Malkovich.
Oh
Yeah.
man, he nailed it in that. He
think he
could
was
not have done
typecast
a
for
better
that.
job.
Yes. So that's what we've determined. He just needs to play himself, and we're good.
Mhm.
So we need being Nicolas Cage, and he'll be.
Or if you need like a pretentious prick, John
Yeah.
Malkovich, absolutely the way to go.
He is.
I just watched a movie in it just recently, and he was really good in it though. But it definitely screams him. So
Mhm.
But if you're wanting somebody who's going to get lost in the character and you forget that it's an actor, he is not the guy that you
No.
pick. for that
Yeah,
role.
like Joaquin
Neither is
Phoenix.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, so many
Oh.
great actors out there where you're like, wow, they can play just about anybody.
Mhm. And so many roles that like I'm like, there's no way that's the same dude that play. But like you look at the pictures and you're like, oh yeah, that's 100% the same guy that played all this. It's
Mhm.
just he's a completely different person in each role,
Yeah.
and that amazes me.
well, that's when you get like super rad people, like dude that played Abe from
Oh,
Hellboy. You know what I
Hellboy,
mean?
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
He is
Tall, skinny
Ron
dude. Yeah.
Perlman?
he is a different
Mhm.
character entirely in every single
Mhm.
movie he's in.
Yeah, he really he reinvents himself. Where some of the actors, like even great actors, they just get in a rut and they just start
Yeah.
being the same thing every time. I mean, Tom Cruise is just running
Running.
action hero for everything now, and he has range. He's done movies where he needs to have it, but
Mhm.
now he just
He just doesn't need to have it anymore to
Yeah.
make
running
money.
and
Yeah.
running.
yes, lots of running. All right, so Fish, tell us about your new campaign.
All right. I am excited about this. I'm also nervous about this because, like I said, it's outside of my normal what we do. But we have so much fun on the Roll for Heroes show Wednesdays at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central on YouTube. We have so much fun, me and my buddy Esteban, rolling up these random characters that we made a handbook that has all of the rules and everything that you need. All you need is a 6-sided dice. Multiple 6-sided would be preferred, but you can add them together. And you can roll up things like your alignment, your motivation, what your origin story is. Like, are you an alien that got lost on Earth that has these powers of whatever? Are you a failed experiment from a, mad scientist, like, how did you get here? And then you roll up your powers and we create random characters and draw them on the show. Everybody has a great time. We have a great bunch of loyal followers that are always fighting to be the first one in the comments every week. And so the handbook is a fun way to get to do this at home.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to just, it's a creativity exercise. It's an inspiration engine to come up with ideas. We also have a drawing pad that we're doing with it that has like blue line figures and stuff in it of characters and action poses, so you can draw your character over it and then pull that off, and you've got character sheets with different sized figures and stuff. So if you want a skinny girl or a big fat dude like the Blob or a big muscle guy like the Hulk, there's different character sheets in there for everybody.
Nice.
And then pages where you can draw the characters up doing whatever different action poses. And so help you draw if you're not that good of an artist. But the mini comic is where the real action is. This is what I'm really excited about, because the mini comic, we are going to be doing 3 weekly live streams every week. One of them is going to be at our normal Wednesday hour. And this week, Wednesday, we're going to be starting it off. So everybody that backs for as low as like the $5 digital tier will get a link to these live streams. The rest of them are all going to be backer only. And you can come hang out, and we are going to be rolling up the characters from the handbook. We're going to decide which ones we're going to use in the book. We're going to write the story together. We are going to plot it out. We're going to write the script. We are going to lay out the pages. We're going to do the lettering and the penciling and the inking and the printing and the trimming and binding and the whole 9 yards. Walk you through it all the way to packing and shipping the packages out at the end of the campaign. So you can come follow along. It's a great way to get updates on how the campaign's going, because you can watch us live stream the whole thing.
Yes.
And if you've ever wanted to make a comic, if you've ever just wanted to be able to make a booklet to get your ideas out there in the world, whether it's your short stories or your political manifesto or your great Aunt Bertie's cooking recipes, we're going to walk you through how to make a booklet like this, how to produce it, make it look professional. And it's a great masterclass to get to hang out and learn, ask all the questions you've ever had. Maybe you're an artist that has always wanted to go into doing this for a living, but you're scared. You can ask all the questions and find out, all the good, bad, and ugly about being a working artist. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be chaos, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
I could see this being like something that would actually be picked up like by like a high school art class or something.
I was going to say, I do a comic
campus.
club at my elementary school, and I'd love to bring Fish in to talk to the kids online. So
this is something I'd
be willing
actually
to talk
like
to
to
some
keep
elementary
doing.
kids.
If it works out well, I would like to keep doing this regularly, and then just be able to walk new people through and and see the comics that other people go on to create. And I'm looking forward to it. I've had a lot of fun doing a class like this and teaching kids how to make their own mini comics in other avenues. So I'm really looking forward to this. And one of the things, the only caveat that I'm really putting on the live streams is I want to keep the environment as PG as we possibly can.
Yes.
I want it open for the younger Eds and Seans and Fishies and Lories that, have thought about wanting to make comics. I want them to be comfortable. I want their parents to be comfortable letting them hang out in this environment and know that we're trying to be nurturing and inspiring and not just, making a bunch of fart jokes or whatever,
Yes.
So that's my only caveat, is that, we're acting in a way that is beneficial to everybody in the room. Other than
that sounds
out,
great.
time.
And like I said, I would love to bring you in as a special guest speaker for my comic club. And you can read how many Five Nights at Freddy's ripoffs that I have to weed through and help kids create. It's
sure.
Oh, it takes place in a broken down pizzeria with evil animatronics. I'm like, I think I've heard that one.
Yeah.
I got like 3 kids writing Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I'm like, you know what? You change the names of the animatronics. You can't use any of the same animals, but do your thing. Make a good story. So yes, you could help them, because the little mini books would be the perfect way to get these kids' books out to them?
Oh yeah, we've printed these like through the local library before and stuff. And like I would take the kids in and show them like how to do it on the Xerox machine, and and have them compiling the pages and stapling them and the whole 9 yards. And then you could come pick them up at the local library, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I will talk to you off the air, but yeah, that would be amazing. Like I said, some kids you can hear some good Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff stories.
It speaks to my core though, because like once upon a dream, I wanted to be an art teacher. So that was the thing that I actually went to college for. It didn't work out, unfortunately, but yeah.
Honestly, if I was brave enough to do what I actually really wanted to do, then 7 years ago when I started with T-Man and Hyperstrike, I would have done what is now Alice Lost in Wonderland as an Ashcan comic, and I would have just started it as an Ashcan and just kept knocking them out, and probably be on issue 200 by now. But I wasn't brave enough. I wanted to make it as easy to sell as possible, so I did it standard comic book size, and ended up switching to color because I realized black and white was a little bit tougher sell at cons.
It is, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you get
crazy
like Walking
because there's
Dead.
such good stories in there.
Walking Dead kind of made it normalized that for a little while, but then they went and colored it all. So,
but I mean, it's like fishing. It's that little glint of color that gets their eye and gets them to stop for a second.
Yes.
And so I went with it, which is why like Alice is in color now. But I love black and white art, so I'm excited to get to do a black and white book, just because of the fun challenges that are involved in making the art look good in just black and white. And exactly,
this is exactly what I'm doing right now: is cutting up pages of black and white art and making mini trades.
I love it.
So that's what I've been doing over here.
So we're gonna put this up because it is
2 minutes, man.
So we can see the firework thing. It's got a few new pledges.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it does.
Thank you. And yeah, that I mean, it's honestly, to see where it's at right now, I would have never predicted that even 4 days ago. 4 days ago, it looked like this was a losing campaign, and the fact that people really pushed through, and it was, I think, at like 90 something backers at that point, and just looked like it had no chance, and it's had just this great surge. So to all who have backed, I appreciate you. I can't even say how much, because
congratulations,
man. Getting there. Thank
To
you.
everybody that waited to the last minute, what's up with that?
I know. Well, they all went to
I didn't
San
have
Diego.
the right tier available, but he's a superstar.
Oh,
So
no.
he added it while we've been talking.
I built a new tier, and that you always learn, because you always miss a tier. That's what it comes down to, is no matter what, like when Lori was going through, when I was on her show, you're like, oh, you have like floaters and corruptor available, but I didn't write that I had floaters and corruptor available in my
story.
thing that was talking about the add-ons, and that's the things you learn as you go along. So yeah, I know. Okay, make sure you have a
the
tier
add-ons in mine either
for the newer people so that they can grab it. So yeah, you gotta don't do what I did. All right, so now we are at our last 60 seconds. We'll get to see the little firework thing, and then Lori can tell us about my sister book.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yes, I'm ready.
I made a big announcement today, so. But first, we got 44, 3, 2, 1 seconds to go.
So who wants to be the final backer?
Can anybody click fast enough to get on there? That's the challenge.
Can you back in 30 seconds?
I don't know. I think at that point you're back on a late pledge. You better get in there if you want.
I got a whole system for trying to get like the first pledge by just clicking the first thing that comes up and backing it. Yeah, and then I can go back and change it later.
I'm just hitting refresh over on my side because I want to see if it.
Yeah, I think we're probably a few seconds behind, but that's okay, because where we sit right now, I'm
6, 5,
perfectly
4, 3, 2.
See our little fireworks. I'm ready. There it is. So thank you to all who backed. You are amazing. You pushed through the small miracle I did not think was going to happen.
Congratulations, man. Hanging in there.
Yes.
Pushing as hard as you could.
Said, the only campaign I've had so many people messaging me like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy because I really didn't think this was going to work. And you know what? It just goes to show, take it right.
I just knew you were screwed, dude.
You too can get a
Terrible.
Westhoff-sized miracle. It happens. I just
I'm
thought they
waiting
only
for
happened
mine.
to John Westhoff. So Sean's is next. He's the next one for a Westhoffing. He needs it. So we all need that Westhoff-sized miracle. And then I'm just going to
For
show
sure.
this on the full screen because Fish's cover is so good. He nailed the personality of all of these characters. And they're walking away from an explosion, which I just love that shot.
It's
There's
like
one
that song, right? Good guys don't look at explosions.
That's the one.
Okay, I need to add that song to my playlist.
It's an Andy Samberg like SNL spoof. It was him and
I have several of his songs on my playlist.
Well,
See, I
it's
wish
him
I'd
and
have-
Will Ferrell. Him and
Oh,
Will
nice.
Ferrell. And the whole song is about bad guy or good guys don't look at explosions. And it's like all the movie clips of like Wolverine and Tom Cruise and walking away from
walking.
explosions, just not looking back.
See, that's what I need. I needed that song to put in one of my stories. I didn't know it existed.
I've never. Yeah, I didn't know it was there.
But much like Decapitated Heads, there's always some explosions in my book. No, I don't. Oh no, I mean, as of yet, there's not one in the Karens, but we got more to go because Karens,
Oh,
is,
so
the
much
Karen
Karens.
Hunters is going to be 2 arcs of 4. The first one on Earth, the second one in Hell. So it's going to be, should be fun. And I don't know how
30
fast it'll
something
be.
years ago, when I tried self-publishing what is now Alice Lost in Wonderland for the first time,
Mhm.
it was under the publisher name Severed Head Studios.
And I have a decapitated head in issue number 1 of Cerber. So I think
Beautiful.
we're all
We're all
the
connected.
talking heads.
Yes, decapitated heads. Because yeah, it became such a thing where I'm like, wait, I think every book I've ever written has somebody getting their head lopped off, except Corruptor yet.
Now you
Corruptor
have to though.
Corruptor will have one because I've already written it. It just hasn't been, the art
Yeah.
hasn't been done. And I have Dan Schmidt who's going to be taking over the art for Corruptor. And if you saw what he did with Floaters, it is a beautiful thing because he does horror really well. And the next 2 issues of Corruptor are going to be really horrifying because my daughter told me when I was at my last con, like, that's your redheaded stepchild book. You got to give it more love. So I'm like, all right, I will. And now I got Dan who's going to be penciling it. So it should be fun because he already messaged me like, I'm ready to go. I was like, which means move your ass and write that script. But
I love horror books,
soon
man.
enough.
That's totally my bag.
Yes, I agree. I love reading good horror and it's always fun. But let's pull up Lori's book because we got one more book to talk about, which is in pre-launch. And we'll also pull up her other available right now in
Oh.
Late
Yeah.
Pledges book. So we can talk about both because then you can still get your metal card. But we will pull off the metal cards, I would say, in roughly a week because we got to order them. And
Right.
we can't order that. You can't drop a late pledge and then we've already ordered because we don't order that many more. I think I ended up with like 5 extra and probably about the same for you.
Yeah. Usually the extras I send to my my art team. I'm like,
Yeah.
here you go. Here's a perk.
Yeah, I keep them on the table because they do well. And I saw someone, they had one of those little vending machines that pull out the flat things of stickers. I'm like, I need to get one of those. That'd be perfect because no one ever buys the stickers. But if they see a little quarter machine, they'll want them just because the novelty of it. And I watched
Yeah.
them. They had a big bowl of quarters that you traded for dollars, and they were just selling like mad. And then they're like, "Oh, drop your little
The
card
novelty of
sleeve
getting to do
right
it
in there."
is worth it. Yeah.
And then include a couple like special like lottery tickets essentially where like, oh, you won a graded book or you won a hardcover or something like that where you either get a sticker or you can get something bigger and better.
Cool.
I
That's a good
have
idea.
wanted to go up to doing a bigger booth so that I could do like a Nerf shooting game there with like some targets. And if you hit certain targets, then like you win prizes and pay like a dollar or whatever a shot to, go at it. And because like when we did the trunk or treat here in town, I decided to set mine up as a game, and we had a line going all the way across the park. We
Cool.
were there for like 2 hours after it shut down, with people still lined up, going through the line over and over and over again just to get to play the game. And I was like, "Oh, this is something that works.
Yeah.
I should incorporate."
There
this
was There was one booth I
Imagine
was
that.
at a con, and they had a thing where he said, "I'm the greatest player to ever play Super Smash Bros. And if you can beat me, I'll give you the art for free. But if I beat you, you have to buy something." So, man, the line was long, and no one ever beat him. So he made a lot of sales
Nice.
because you have
Well,
to.
he plays a lot of Smash Bros. At cons. He's got
So,
to get
so
good.
he said, "All right, you buy the print first, and if you beat me in Smash Bros, I'll hand you back your $10 or whatever it cost."
Huh.
That's
a
rad.
genius way, but I would lose so many books that way because I'm
Oh, yeah.
a button masher when it comes to fighting games, and I would lose my ass, be like, "Oh man, I played Smash Bros. I had to pay for power too, because you'd have to pay for the power to do that." And I
Oh
would
yeah,
be
it's
like,
a whole extra thing, but
I gave away 100 books this weekend, so yeah, it would not be for me. You got to truly be the master of it in order to
well, the key
put
is
that on the
also
line.
what books you're giving away. Like I will do giveaways where I'll sometimes I'll take the wheel with me and people can spin it, and there's a couple of spots on there to win a free book.
Mhm.
But those are a set of books that I bring
Yeah.
that are like back issues of stuff that I'm trying to get rid of because I've
Yeah.
got new covers, but I've got like some issue 2 and 3s of Call with the old cover that I'm
Mhm.
trying to get rid of, or some of the old black and white T-Man and Hyper Strikes from the first run that I
Yeah.
have left, stuff like that. And I'll give those away. And then, oh, if you want the color one, I've got that right here,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Lori, let's hear about Path of the Pale Rider issues 1 through 9.
So we're still going, of course. The last chunk that we just closed was 5 through 8, and that's the section where like everything goes wrong in the story, right? If you're watching a movie, it's that big dramatic moment that you're watching, and if your character lives through it, then they go forward. So 9, 10, 11, 12 is the third part of the arc. So it's Act 3, and it's the answers. So the stuff that you've been waiting for is trickling in. It's you'll get answers in issue 9. If you haven't figured out what broke Death yet, you can technically figure out in 8 because people
Okay.
have. 9 is a huge step forward, but yet if you still haven't figured out in 9, 10, in the first like 3 pages, I smack you in the face with the answer. So the answers are coming.
I ain't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I figured out. It's close. It's close. You're close. But we did announce a new artist doing interiors. This is Fernando Cordero, who is wonderful. As you can see, he really nails Path. He really gets it.
Yeah,
So,
I love his style. It's
yeah. It's different than the other 2 styles, but it's always a good time when you're starting like the next section. That's
and
it's
then
do it on a
different.
new arc.
Clearly a different vibe going on here
Mhm.
than Stinky Zombie Western. Like
Exactly.
you're getting to
Exactly.
see some different parts of the world.
Right.
And
You're in Las Vegas. We kind of got there at the end. So issue 8, we got to Las Vegas, but this is kind of like where this is the third act where it all kind of plays out. So
Yeah.
it made sense at this point. Gilbert Perez is incredibly busy. I don't know if you've been watching his social media, but he made a bunch of big announcements recently. So he's obviously moving on to bigger and better things. So Fernando was wonderful. You can see what the interior pages look like in this book. And Fernando's going to be with us for at least
they-
9 through
they move.
12. So
Nice.
it gets really this issue is like really dramatic. Like there's a lot of conversation with a lot of answers, but the emotions run high.
Yes.
And then of course the last page is killer, like I always do. So
yeah.
this is a wild ride in issue number 9, and then it keeps going. So
I'm ready. I'm here for it again.
Yeah.
Because she brought in, because both our books now have cannibalism, which
yeah,
it's big in Immortal Era. In fact, Dr. Man, I guess kind of spoilers for an older issue, was cannibalized, and my cannibalism does not come in platters. So,
yeah, no, mine came with like a nice buffet.
yeah, they'll tackle you and then just gnaw on your leg. That's
Yeah.
how my cannibals are.
Right.
They're not they don't wear fancy clothes and shave their beard and piss off all the audience.
Yeah, we did that. Right, as you can see, Jude is clean shaven. Everybody's like, oh.
Yeah,
We've killed children and puppies and
Yeah.
horses, and people are the most upset because His beard is gone, but don't worry, his beard will
Hair-
be
Beard
back.
up and Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, give us a couple more issues. His beard will be back. Things,
Yeah.
you know, Lori Calcaterra, things blow up all the time. So this is
Yeah,
going to
This
be
one
no
with Bugs
different.
comes in from nowhere.
It's like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you remember when there was a Wonder Woman issue where they gave her like a pixie cut. And the
God.
collective lost their minds.
Yeah.
And of course, as they do, because the internet loves to piss and moan about things. But yeah, like 2 issues later, she must have the fastest growing hair in the world as well, because all of a sudden,
You know that book I haven't read in 20 years? They just pissed me off.
how
Right.
dare they? Because it
That
made
was
the-
it. That was it, right?
It made the
Any
news.
press is good press kind of thing.
It was in the news, like Wonder Woman with drastic new hairstyle, and everybody lost their minds and demanded that she have long hair again, and then she did, and it's just like, wow, this is what angers us nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ed, I wanted to say my character that is ahead is coming.
Ah,
So
yes,
for people that, because I know I really enjoy Dr. Man only because he is a head that still talks and does terrible things. Well, my head character who does terrible things is on the way. So
you got to have one. If you have if you have a book with broken death, you need a decapitated head
I
just to
think so.
show it proves that you mean it. Yes, no
Right.
one's gonna die. This head, he will live through it.
it is so
Everybody
funny,
wants to be Krang, man.
They're the
Yeah.
worst. These two are the worst. So
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
makes me
Dr.
laugh.
Man's trying to redeem himself.
mine
But,
doesn't. He's just terrible.
Dr. Man, you think he's redeeming himself, and then he tells a little bit more about his history, and you're just like, damn, you suck, man.
How every time he opens his mouth and tells a story about the past, and I'm like, see, this is why nobody likes you. Just
This
keep
is why you don't
adding,
have any friends, man.
keep adding to that tally of how bad he is. I think when anything bad needs to happen, it's like, well, Mr. Man did it.
Yes, it would have to be him.
He's the one that did it. Like, of course he
Yes, because his big thing in issue 3, I lost readers because it was too dark because of what Dr. Man did,
did.
and
It was
they were
pretty
like,
bad.
it was. I don't say it was light, but it was one of those things where it's like, damn, that they said that's where it got too much for me, and I said, oh, just wait, issue 9 will offend you even more. I'm ready for it.
And then there's the chicken farms. So,
See, I don't know. I think 3's still worse,
I
but
think three is really bad.
just yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah, I think 3 hits a little harder than the chicken farm, which does hit hard. I'm not gonna say it doesn't.
They're both terrible. But that's why
Pretty
I
much.
love your story, is because it's like, here you are cheering for these, the underdogs in the story, and then you find out like how terrible this world is and how much harder they really have to work to put things to put it right. And
Yeah.
it's traumatic. But again, this is what we do. We write traumatic stuff because if we wrote boring stuff, nobody would read it.
Yes. And my wife yells at me anytime I talk about the book. She yells at me about one of the upcoming things in the book. She's like, you can reconsider. It's not too late. You haven't actually published that yet. It's like, it's going to happen, and I apologize in advance.
Man, that must be nice. Because my wife has bought every single book I've ever put out. She's backed every Kickstarter.
Mhm.
She has not read nary a single page
What?
ever.
Yeah,
I
my
think
my
my
wife
husband
worked
reads
as editor
mine.
until she got in her car accident.
I'm
that made it.
jealous. I'm jealous.
So she was editor on the book, and then she got in this terrible car accident that
Oh,
made it
no.
so she couldn't look at a computer screen for months. So I had to bring in. That's when I brought in Chuck. I brought in Erin Dowan for one book, and then Chuck, and then Chuck's kind of stuck with me, where she's like,
Chuck's the best. I love
she's
Chuck.
like, it's cool. You can run with Chuck. She's still, I mean, even though she's not credited in the book, she still goes through the final edits with everything now that she can actually look at a computer screen and not end up with a splitting migraine. So
Poor
Let's-
wifey poo.
I had to apologize to Chuck
to
because
that's the trade that we
used a
just-
yep,
different
that's the trade.
editor
We're going to show that real quick because it's still
on
in
issue
Lake
2
Ledge.
of Green Zone.
What?
Okay.
What about
He said
Green
he
Zone?
had- Chuck came in for that one.
He did number 1, and I got somebody else for issue 2, and I had to apologize to him because he didn't do anything wrong. I absolutely love Chuck. I work incredibly fast, as most
Yeah.
of you have found out. And, and sometimes Chuck would take like 2 or 3 days to get back to me. And in Fish World, that's 20 years.
It is.
Yeah.
I've learned this.
Yes.
My brain can't take it. So like
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to find people that could like get me edits back quickly. And TS
That's one of the
will
hardest
get
things
them,
to getting
like,
schedules
later
to
that
align
day.
with a lot of things, especially with partnering
Yeah.
with people and having a crew of people that are involved in making the comic books when you're not doing it by yourself. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
because
I
what
have
was
to
this?
tell
About
our
a
story.
week, Fish?
On what?
For this cover. I think about a
Oh,
week. And that was
really?
when he said, I'm super busy and I don't know how fast
Yeah.
I can be. And then
And that was working around your schedule because y'all were on your not your honeymoon, your anniversary
the
trip.
anniversary. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
floaters
Oh,
one. And
gosh.
that was the
Oh
bathroom-
yeah, that was floaters.
That was the bathroom break one where it was
Yeah.
just like, okay, my wife's in the bathroom though. That looks good. Try this. And I mean, you kind of nailed it the first time, which made it easier because we were going for the homage to Fright Night, and
Mhm.
it worked.
I have to laugh too because Fish and I were talking about interiors to the Lone Stars, and as my mind is talking through the problem, I had talked through the problem, and before I got to the answer, he had already fixed 3 pages, and I was just like, "But wait!" I was like, "Maybe
Before
you
you
didn't need to
change
fix the
anything,
pages." And he
you're
was like,
like,
"I already fixed them."
"Well,
He's like,
I've
"Who do you
already
think you're dealing
changed
with here?" And I was like, "God dang it!"
Yeah.
Fish doesn't play.
And I was like, oh, "Pain and
You blink
suffering."
and you will have what you need.
I mean, you tell me it needs to change, I'm gonna change it. And,
I know, but like it was literally 3 sentences later. I was like, maybe you don't have to change it. Maybe it's okay. And you're like, I've already
people
changed
wonder
it.
sometimes why like I have such a massive amount of saved files, but I will like resave various versions of things
Yeah.
because maybe Sean tells me he wants me to absolutely change all this, and then maybe when we get done changing it, he's going to go back and say, you know what, it was better the first time. So it's
I've had it
always
happen.
good to have that other version.
God,
saved
I felt
somewhere.
terrible. I was like, Fish. Oh my God.
That's why, like, even when I'm inking other people's comics and stuff, sometimes I'll take an experimental approach because I'm interpreting line work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like I've had it to be where somebody, their penciler, I guess, just changed a resolution and made black and white photographs, and that sometimes can be really difficult and doesn't match. So I'm like, okay, so here's what you gave me, and this is what you got. If I did it literally, it would look this way, but I did this. What do you like? And it just works sometimes.
And that's the thing for me. It's a lot of times because I'm usually quick. It's easier to just show a lot of times than to spend an hour trying to figure out how to word it correctly so that somebody else can vision it on the other side, and maybe they can see stuff in their imagination, maybe they can't. It's easier for me to just do it and show it to you, and if I need to change it, I can. And
I've never had it not work out, so I've been blessed with that.
Yeah. I've been lucky too. So there's
I don't draw. So
yeah. I've been lucky with
I was
my
like, I
artist.
can draw you a stick figure if you like.
Yes, that's what you did.
Really good at drawing like stick figure horses. That's my thing.
Yes.
Sometimes I get you started with the layout.
No, that's not my job. I don't do layouts. Unless it's something really specific, I let the artist do that because they know what to do. You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person that's like, wrong, do it again, wrong, do it again.
Oh,
I'm not that
Only
person.
once in a while. I that was issue 13. That was the only time I've ever done that. I'm like, oh man, I feel bad. But in the end, it's my name sitting on that cover. So it's
yeah. And if you're
gotta be-
paying
Yeah.
for the book, it needs to be what you're happy with in the
Right.
end of it.
Well, there's still
And-
that for sure. And I mean, like, there's been a bunch of times I've sent art back where I'm like, there is no room for dialogue on these pages. What do you think?
Yeah,
Like, like you have the script. Like, you see how many words need to
See
go
how
here.
wordy this thing is.
Make room.
And then again, like there have been times I've had writers send me pages that have so much dialogue on it
There's just no
that I'll
way.
just go ahead and letter the page with everything they wrote.
Show
And then
them.
I'll be like, okay, I've got 2 square inches over here and about 1 square inch over here to put faces. Like, which face do you want on this page?
Yeah.
To go with all of the dialogue.
Yeah.
And like, oh, maybe we can trim a little bit of that.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah, for sure.
and
I've
if
had to
I
do that
know
too.
you well, I'll be like Sean was saying, I'll be like, well, here's this version that I trimmed out a lot of the extra repetitive stuff and have everything important. Like, okay, let's do that.
That one, exactly. And I mean, when because I letter for people too, Or like when I get like a whole page of dialogue for one panel and I was like, I love you, but you're killing me here. Like this ain't gonna fit. You know, like, can we play with some of the things that are in here, maybe reword or look for, you know, because if you're using the word like extraordinary and like, you know what I mean? Like maybe we can describe it with shorter words so we can fit them. Right. Or they stack correctly, because when you're like, you end the sentence with extraordinary.
Don't begin and end a sentence with like 12-syllable words.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't stack
do that in a round like balloon. That doesn't look nice.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you make it work, but
I write differently now because of all the time I've spent lettering. Like I think about my dialogue and put the big words in the middle now.
Yeah.
Of the sentence, just so it looks better.
Because I'm the letterer in my own book, so I make changes as I go. When I get the art and I'm like, this not going to work, Lori, so I go and I change it. So that was the whole reason I decided to learn lettering, is so I could do that.
Dude, oftentimes it's harder to write for a comic book than it is for a novel, and I found that out. And that is such a weird thing to say.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Novelizations, you get to just freeform
all the words you want. No worries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This is the last campaign.
Yes.
Ta-da. It just ended, but there's late pledges. This one over here. And
campaign.
Yeah, there we go. So ta-da.
Let's get the trade.
So it's 148 pages. And so it's the 4 issues plus bonus material. This is the interiors by Gilbert Perez, Matt Chambers on colors, myself on letters, Rachel Bullock is our editor. Really, this is like the funnest section of the first kind of like arc, where it's wild and crazy. Like towns burned down because of huge swarms of flaming bugs. You get to find out what's in the undead retirement community, so you get to see like the level of government conspiracy that goes into this world and how terrible it is. He gets all the way to the Golden City to find out it's full of cannibals, and you know, like if you break the rules, they serve you for dinner. There's a lot going on, and then we have Sad Pancake too. So lots of answers, but a lot of action. And it's terrifying. And do I kill a main character in it? Possibly. You have to read to find out.
Not Lori. No.
Not Lori. She doesn't kill puppies in her story.
We treat our characters with utmost respect.
I drink your tears on purpose. So
yes.
The book is already formatted. We're getting a proof probably next week. So just to make sure everything looks good, but everything's ready to go. I just got to wait that 2 weeks for the funds to come in for the print, and they're on their way. So I already sent out the surveys so I can start working on the merch, because I predict that I will get the books before I am finished with the merch on this one, which says something, you know. We do have a sticker, which I've ordered for returning backers. It's this 2-inch, you know me, I love these scratch and sniff stickers. I'm reverting back to my childhood fish. What can I say? I had a sticker collection, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had lots of stickers that I never put in anything.
No.
I just like this year started putting stickers on things in my life. I
Well, I had
finally
a
was like,
collection.
I have stickers from everybody I know, so I started putting them on my laptop. I very
That's
quickly
cool.
ran out of room, like 2
Yeah.
layers deep. So now I'm putting them on my superhero mugs that I have by my chair full of pens and pencils, and they're getting covered up very quickly too.
You know,
Oh, they go quick.
I put them on like Yetis and water bottles and that.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
use
stuff.
them on my water bottles. My work water bottles are loaded up with people's stickers. And yeah, I look back at my childhood, and I had Garbage Pail Kids that I stuck, and I had those NBA stickers that they did like in 1986 that I stuck, and like one of those Jordans is $1,000, and I had it sticking on my damn folder.
Oh my
So,
God.
do I have regrets? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought I was cool. I had a peachy folder with a Jordan sticker on it, and I watch those on eBay sometimes and just lament. Like, what did you do? 10-year-old you sucked.
But these smell like patchouli. That came from
I guess
one
that's the smelliest thing you can get.
I mean, it's probably a hippie cat. It's a hippie cat, yeah. I mean, like, this cat has no business being cute, but it is. I don't know what it
It's
is.
adorable.
It's
little
adorable,
teddy
but its guts are out, and I think it's the cutest thing. His name is Flapjack. I mean, come on. So you'll see that we have this warped sense of humor here at Path, and we have more undead pets too. So
bear. Yeah, we already had
Weddings
Sad
are-
Pancake.
now, yes, we have Sad Pancake. So we have a plushie, but we have inside the book, the bonus material, we have fan art. We have the variant cover kind of gallery. We have there's extra journal entries from Jude St. Clair, which are really good because it's what he
capybara?
thinks. There is that we call him No Cap Capybara because his skull is missing and you can see his brains. The goat's name is Glenn, by the way. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Did
So-
all these little guys sell out?
There was one set left, but I'm going to give it to a certain backer who always gets like they're over the top. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They didn't add one on, but they always spend big dollars on my campaign. So going to her. So
I know those
Yeah.
guys.
I get it. Yeah.
there's the plushies that people were knifing each other for
Yeah,
in
those
the
went
comments.
fast. I think they were gone when we were doing our launch show. There was nothing left.
5 minutes, they were gone.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
We were sitting
were
there
gone.
talking about them and like, never mind, they're sold out.
They're sold out. There's always
They did do a
there's always
plush.
like one hot item on my campaigns. Like I'll put exclusives on there. And these went like the last campaign. It was people were knifing each other over. There was one mug, so they knifed each other over the mug, and then it was the bear suits, the Big James onesies. People were knifing each other over those. So
See, I got to
Dash
figure out a
got that
good
right.
cost-effective way for that.
I
You know
really
what?
wanted to do like one of those stuffed pillow wrestling buddy guys from the 80s of
Yeah.
the Mighty Caw. I was really trying to find a way to get
Etsy.
it printed on fabric so I could sew them myself and stuff them,
oh, sew it yourself.
but I couldn't find something cost effective in
Like
time.
these
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Etsy. They came from
Yeah.
China though, just so
I had a
aware.
Ted DiBiase one.
They still weren't bad.
I remember those. Yeah, what were they called?
Were they slam buddies or something like
yeah,
that?
something like that. Those little-
Speaking of pillows, I had a body pillow cover on this campaign as a joke, but 4 people got it.
Nice.
Because it's a body pillow cover with Jude St. Clair on it.
okay.
You never know. You never know.
I just
And
like,
you
this is
never know what
hilarious.
somebody's gonna. what's
It's
gonna
totally
sell.
a joke, and no one's gonna. 4 people got it.
You just can't tell. I mean, the more merch you have, the better off you are.
I
That's-
so
never
bad
know.
want to do that poster of the map from Wonderland for Alice as a blanket, but I
Yeah.
have to do like so many of them to get it down to a decent price. That
Yeah.
I'm like that would have to be its own Kickstarter.
The blankets, because I did blankets, you got to watch for sales. So, like, I get a lot of my prints and stuff from Snapfish, and they also do blankets. But if you watch, wait for them to go on sale. Like, I think they had one where they were 60% off, and that's kind of where I bit the bullet. And I got like 5 of them, and I put 4 on the Kickstarter. You know?
Okay.
Then you can make them cost effective because you're right. Because if you put it on there, I'm like, this blanket's $300. Like, no one's getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna end up using the blanket yourself because
Right.
buy it.
Was it-
Right.
was that I saw that shirt.
Oh yeah. Well, so we have American Sign Language as part of our comic, but mostly it's because, well, my main character is a coda. He's a child of a deaf adult, so he is speaking and hearing, but he can also sign. And
was
so you see him most of the time interacting with the world, just being sarcastic and calling people's names. You know, like calling them douchebags and stuff while they're playing poker. But it's just it's important part of the story. But yeah, he's just a sarcastic bastard. So yeah, that's part of it. And my mom has this shirt. I was like, you're not allowed to wear that to church. Thanks.
Oddly enough, my 11-year-old daughter would want to wear that shirt.
That's funny.
Just don't wear it to school and get in trouble. Like, don't
Yeah.
get me in trouble, please.
I think you could hide it in most of the time because they wouldn't understand it. But yeah.
Right, because we don't spell it out either. Like, there's hand
Yeah.
spelling out POTPR on
Yeah.
the shirt, but like we don't explain that he's saying bullshit.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, we got a ton of beautiful shirts. You can wear a Path shirt every day of the week. So,
Yes.
a lot of fun. And I, like Fish, make my own shirts. High five.
Nice. I wish I did because mine cost a small fortune.
Yeah, I got to order poker cards. We unlocked a ton of stretch goals. So there's a PDF bundle, which everybody has contributed to, which is super cool. I switch out, like I take some out, I put some in every time something new. 5x7 prints of Lola, the undead bandita with the heart of rot. She's great. I love her. The slice and dice, I'm going to murder a papaya at some point. I don't know if it's going to be these two hands or whatever weapon you guys choose. Coffee hard candy. I know. It's just what happens. I unlock all of these things, Sean. 2-inch foil stickers. I might do vinyls. I'll have to look at that. And I got to order these.
Unlocked or no?
It's not coffee beans. It's coffee hard candy. That one is unlocked.
I think they are unlocked.
Because I've got my coffee beans, but like I've only got so much, so I've got to figure
I
out
know. It's just for like one cup of
them.
coffee.
Make one cup, basically.
You want more coffee beans is what I'm hearing, yes?
I guess. I absolutely want more. I want to do a whole,
Next campaign, I'll put them back up. More coffee beans.
Bring them back.
I want to do a whole pot of Path of the Pale Rider coffee to have with my morning brew on, to drink on the show. That's what I want to do.
Like a whole bag. I don't know. We'll see. We did unlock the acrylic bookmarks as well, so I got to order those and get those started. So there is the lovely team. Check out Matt's mustache. Ta-da. Love his mustache.
He was the colors for me on a book too. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, Matt's biography, he just wants me to copy and paste the same bio every time, but his resume is huge.
It's much better than what he just puts in his short little. Yeah,
it's huge. The stuff that he puts in there is like maybe a third, a quarter of what he's actually worked on. But he's just super humble. He never wants to be on screen. He never wants to talk. He just is so happy to just sit and color your stuff. He loves it. So...
Oh man, talented. You know how happy I would be to just sit and draw all day.
I know,
and not have to be like, "Hey, it's your Uncle Fish."
I know.
And, do this whole bit. I mean, I enjoy it. I obviously will sit here talking for hours with you guys, but I would, if I could just sit and draw comics all day.
I know. I'm with you. There was some collaboration. This one is still live. It was the duty files. I think it goes for another couple days. This one. With Sam Vera is the last one. And so you could get a print from there. And of course, our 2-sided metal card. There it is. So the rest of it's just like, I have to spend money.
A week for that? Give them?
Yeah.
Because we got to send that in and get the order started.
Yeah, I would say a week max.
Because they're going to do my foil book as well. So they'll be doing both those things. So I have to go through my final lettering draft, so that will be this week, hopefully. Who knows?
Yeah, I think once you're ready to go to print, we turn those off. That's it.
Yep, sounds good. Once we send in the order, then turn it off. But it's not too late right now. You can still grab a late pledge and get it. But we're gonna we have the links for all these. I'll also put a Facebook post with links to all of these campaigns so that you can check them out. Let's get Cerber funded. It's close. Yeah. Give him a stressless end of his campaign.
It ends on my birthday. I'm really hoping that it does well. So
let's get that final birthday present right there.
That's amazing. I always guilt people on my birthday. It's my birthday. Go back
my project. I'm always running a campaign on my birthday. And a couple of years ago, my son and his wife got together and put my campaign over the line at my birthday party just so I could quit stressing about it, because I was like
beautiful
$80 away or something from hitting goal, and that was really sweet.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're dancing right there and then it's a little back, a little forward, a little back, a little forward, and it never quite gets there. But yeah, my birthday's in December. It's 3 days before Christmas, so I would never run a campaign on my birthday.
My son's is Christmas Day. Yeah.
I'm begging for people not to
can't get nobody come to a birthday party. You can't get nobody come to a birthday party in December, period.
Oh yeah, try it on the 22nd was just as bad because they're like, oh sorry, we're doing this, we're doing that. We have a family Christmas party, so
my daughter's
son has it even worse.
Is December 7th, and even that early, you can't get anybody to come to a birthday party. We've hosted like when they were little, like at a jump play, like the trampoline park, and people say they're coming, and then there was like 4 kids that came, and we had 20 pizzas, and I was so mad.
Oh man!
Oh yeah, his first birthday we got like 5 people to come.
Mm.
And like, he doesn't know this is for us to celebrate that he's alive.
Yeah.
And that the couple that couldn't have kids had a kid. Like, we just want you to come celebrate with us and
Yeah,
rejoice
yeah.
with us. I don't want anything from you, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't come. And we did it real early in the year in December to make it easier on people.
Yeah.
They still wouldn't
So,
come.
no,
'cause,
I know. A lot of times her birthday party's in January. Sorry, kid.
Yeah, honestly, it's a rough. As someone who grew up with that, I mean, now I'm an adult. There's no birthday parties anymore. But
Right.
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you want all this. You want them to come out to Chuck E. Cheese or any of that kind of thing, and they're just like, sorry, we got fill in the blank.
The part that kills me is the malleability of a child's mind, because like, we tried so hard every year, like, we could do a half birthday, and like, right as the school year's ending, we can invite all your friends from school and they could come spend the night. We could do pizza and we can do all the fun stuff that your brothers get to do. No, it has to be my birthday or it doesn't count. And then like, right about the time he hit 18, something in his brain switched and he's like, yeah, I always tried to get my parents to do a half birthday, but they just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Like, come on now.
Come on.
Oh,
Are you
come on.
serious?
This story is not true.
So hard you wouldn't listen.
Like, I'm gonna throw you out the window right now. You
Yes.
better recant that story. Stop it.
All right. Well, let's get Sean funded. People, if you haven't backed already, get on there. Fish, we'll get him funded tomorrow. And then Lori,
Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem.
Lori and I are going to crawl under
good.
a rock and hide
Good
for
for
a
now.
few days.
Right. I was
Yeah,
a burrito
hopefully.
yesterday. I didn't have to.
I
do
was too.
nothing.
Like, I got the video done and everything, and like, I'm to a done point. I realize now there's still some more stuff I could do, but I got all the major stuff checked off my list, and then my brain was just like, we're done. We're done freaking out for a little while.
You reached
And-
that point, and now I want to be a burrito tomorrow, but I have an all-day work meeting, so
Yeah, you got it close, man. You're like,
Yeah.
end campaign, go back to work, and I'm just like,
I was
oh.
going to live stream the launch of the campaign tomorrow, and then I got into the doctor, and I'm like, oh, I need to get this shoulder taken care of because I've jacked it up really bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to the doctor instead. I'm just going to click launch and go.
Hey,
Yeah.
you gotta do.
tell about it later. All right. Well, thank you all for coming on. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for backing Immortal Era and making it actually happen, because it was a wild and rough campaign, but it ended well, and that's all that really matters. So let's have the same thing happen for Sean. That's what he needs. He needs the good ending, because don't we all? Campaigns are a pain in the ass, and we love you for backing them. That's all I can say. All right. Well, I will see you next week, back on my normal day, Saturday. Not on Wednesday, no music show, because it's back to school night. Because right from one fire into the next fire,
Yeah.
there is
You
no
need
rest.
You need that Star Wars scream. Ah! Like, I feel like
Yeah.
that's what you just need that. Like, sorry.
All right. Well, we will see you next week, and have a great week. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your Sunday.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.